Hi vinyl community, it's Mike Vinyl Spiral here, and today's video is a contest entry for Ian Rankin the Obscure, and it's called Let Me Introduce Myself. Now, I came to this contest via two excellent entries, one from Richard McCook and one from Derek Shamaik. So what we have to do is fill one side of a C60 tape. We've got 31 minutes to fill, and it's got to be with music that we think will introduce ourselves musically to the rest of the vinyl community. So what I've decided to do is go back to my roots, back to the 1970s, and I'll try and do this with just singles. So first of all, these guys, Bonzo Dog Doodah Band. Now, the record I've gone for is this one, and it's I'm the Urban Spaceman. It's on the Liberty label, and it's from 1968. Now, people in the UK who are old enough will probably remember a kids' television programme called Do Not Adjust Your Set that started, I think, in about 67, 68. And it was, in many ways, a forerunner to Monty Python's Flying Circus. Michael Palin was in it, Terry Jones was in it, Eric Idle was in it, along with other people. And every week, about halfway through the show, Bonzo Dog Doodah Band would come on and they'd play a song. And I remember they played this, it would be their latest single at the time, and I thought, I've got to have that. And I think this was the first single that I bought with my own money. So that's the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band, number one, and that runs in at 2 minutes 23. So the next three records are all bands that really influenced me in the early 1970s when I was first getting into music. And top of that list is Slade. So every one of their singles, as far as I was concerned, was absolutely brilliant, and I just had to have them. The one that I've chosen to show you is Squeeze Me Please Me, and it's from 1973, and it typifies Slade. It's a real sort of rock and rolling hit, and there you go, that runs in at 3 minutes 27. It's brilliant. The second of the early bands, again from the 70s, glam rock, and this is Sweet. And again, whenever Sweet had a single out, I just had to go and buy it. This one is Blockbuster. It's again from 1973, and it's 3 minutes 12. So the second of the bands from the early 70s, that's Sweet. And the third is T-Rex. Mark Bolan, I thought, absolutely brilliant. And again, I've gone for a single that I have. And again, I have most of their early singles. And it's this one. It's Metal Guru. The reason I've gone for it is that I think this was possibly the first T-Rex single that I actually bought. It's from 1972, and it runs at 2 minutes 24. That's T-Rex. Now, another one of my passions was progressive rock, and most prog rock songs, if you got them on a C60, you wouldn't have time for very much else. But I've gone for a track from this album, the Yes album. This is the Stephen Wilson remix of the album, and the song is Your Move. And I've got it on a single. It was the B-side of their version of America, and it's from 1971, and it runs in at an absolutely rocket pace of 3 minutes 30 compared to the normal 15 minutes plus for the standard Yes song. So that's a bit of prog, and that's Your Move by Yes. Right, we'll now move on a bit to the later 70s, and it has to be punk and new wave. And this guy, Ian Dury and the Blockheads, absolutely brilliant band. I saw them so many times in the late 70s and very early 80s. Ian was an absolutely brilliant frontman, and the band were absolutely brilliant. Brilliant musicians, brilliant frontman. And this is a single, What a Waste. And that runs in at 3 minutes 29. And it was released in 1977. Next up, we go to Australia, and still one of my favourite punk songs ever, possibly one of my favourite singles ever. And this is This Perfect Day by the Saints, 1977 again. 2 minutes and 9 seconds of absolutely sublime punk. But I could have chosen just about any Saints song, and I would say the same. But This Perfect Day is a fantastic single, and I think it was the first that I'd heard of them. So there you go, This Perfect Day by the Saints. Staying with 1977, it's John Otway and Wild Willie Barrett. Now, here we go. This is their single. Their only hit, and it's called Really Free. But I wouldn't put this on the tape. I'm going for the B-side. I absolutely love the B-side. It's called Beware of the Flowers, because I'm sure they're going to get you, yeah. And there you go, John Otway, Wild Willie Barrett, and that is 2 minutes 33. So not a lot of space left on the tape, but still time for these guys. Band from Leeds, Gang of Four. This is the Damage Goods EP, and the track that I've gone for off of this is Love Like Anthrax. Again, absolutely brilliant song. Released in 1978. I love everything that Gang of Four did. You know, they're quite a political band, but not so much as to get in the way of the music. And there you go, Gang of Four, Love Like Anthrax, and that's 3 minutes 17, or is it 2? Yeah, 3 minutes 17. So that doesn't leave very much space, and so this is my final choice, and this is from 1980, and it's Joy Division, and it's Love Will Tear Us Apart. Ian Curtis was incomparable. So sad that he felt he had to take his own life, but he was a fantastic frontman. So there you go. That's Joy Division, and that's my C60 filled up. That's 30 minutes and 16 seconds if my maths is right. But if I was allowed to turn the tape over and record another side, there's all sorts I could have put on. You know, Sex Pistols. There you go. God Save the Queen. Clash. I Fought the Law. The brilliant Robert Wyatt. This is Shipbuilding. A very quirky favourite of mine. Spiz Energy. Where's Captain Kirk? A little bit of reggae. Peter Tosh, this is I'm the Toughest. Stiff Little Fingers, Alternative Ulster, and I really love that photograph. And going back to the early 70s, you know, if it wasn't Sweet, Slade or T-Rex, it was probably these guys, Wizard. So this is Roy Wood's band, you know, coming out of The Move, and this is See My Baby Jive, which was possibly their biggest hit, but I could be wrong. And that's on the Harvest label. And then finally, just show one more. X-Ray Specs, Identity. And again, I loved everything that X-Ray Specs did. So that's my tape, that's my entry for Ian. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.